So I'm here in Jamaica with the great Richard Russell. Russ Russell. Back in the days, Mr. Russell, there are a few you have created world-class opportunity for me and a lot of other pros. You know, Leroy, Desmond, Troy, you name it. Okay? Going around to all of these people. So, back in the 80s, there's a couple of great names, Richard Russell, Pat Magan, Tony. Those tournaments at Montego Bay Racket Club was the savior for tennis in Montego Bay. So all these visionaries, Richard Russell, Pat Magan, Tony, to create those tournaments for what? 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Those tournaments have made not just me, all the players in Montego Bay to become better tennis players. And I can remember every month we have these tournaments. So I want to thank you, Richard Russell, Pat Magan, and Tonya. So, 2 to 3 years after the program is running, not to make a non-profit tennis academy and wellness center, we want to introduce, I want Pat Magan, I want Richard Russell, and I want Tonya to know that those tournaments that they did, I still remember how beneficial it was to me, and I want to thank them. They probably don't even know all the impact it had on Montego Bay tennis players. So I want to take the time out and thank them and you for creating those tournaments. And a lot of other people, other tennis players, feel the same way. So we're hoping to create the Pat Magan Victoria tournament that they did back in the 80s in the present.
That's absolutely fantastic. Pat Magan, Tony Hawk played a very instrumental role in the development of players in Montego Bay and ultimately Jamaica.
Obviously, and the world.
And the genuine love for the sport. It was so special. And we in Montego Bay were like a family. And I remember going to Kingston players and parents said, oh God, the Montegonians will come again, they're going to beat us up. We had a fantastic reputation.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that.
I remember 100%. Yes, yes.
And I would love to see those days return. And thanks for mentioning I'm still alive, thank God, with Pat Magan and Tony Hawk. Thanks for remembering them. Were very special to the whole development of the sport of tennis.
The sad part of everything, sometimes in life, you didn't know that you're doing good until someone tells you all the good that you're doing. And when I mentioned that to a few people, they're like, when Tony or kids and family or Pat Magan, they're like, really? My father have done this? Yes, your father have done that. If he didn't do it, I want to be here. So sometimes legacy doesn't happen overnight. It takes years for you get to the reward. And I want to let them know that I benefit tremendously from those tournaments. It made me a better player, it made all the players in Montego Bay a better players. And if you look back at tennis in Montego Bay, you could go to Hilton 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Yo, you want to hit some balls? Yeah, man, let's go. You could go to Half Moon. Yo, you want to hit some balls? Let's go. You could go to Holiday. Yo, you want to hit some balls? Let's go. You could go to Racket Club. Yo, you want to hit some balls? Let's go. You could go to Jack Tar. Any hotel.
You're absolutely right.
If no, you go to the hotel, you see one playmaker, and he's called a tennis pro. You know what I mean?
You're spot on, sir.
And that's the sad part. If you look at tennis, you go to Kingston, Montego Bay fell off the map. They made a tsunami that washed away Montego Bay.
Falafel.
Yes. So if you go to tournaments in Kingston, the representation is not what it's like back in your heydays because of the ball boy system
Yes.
is no longer there.
Yes.
And we're hoping to bring it back, and we're hoping that once this non-profit tennis academy built, we can put 3 more in the Highland. We can create players just like the track and field. If you look at the track and field, people are coming from all over the world to train in Jamaica. Jamaica is known as a track and field country. The tennis talent is here, but it has never gotten to the level where people are giving the attention to it. And from the grassroots program, everything was done through the hotel.
Yeah, so on the button. You've been away from Jamaica for so long.
I wasn't away, my mind was still there.
I didn't realize how still involved you are and looking forward to the future development of Jamaican tennis. I'm just so thrilled to be sitting with you this morning. It's such an honor for me where we're all coming from.
Exactly.
And I congratulate you and I thank you and I look forward to your great plans and the success of it. And I hope to be around to be a part of it and to see the whole thing grow from strength to strength.
Really appreciate it.